Hello.
My foot's asleep and I'm sad.
Okay.
I'm like stomping up and down trying to wake it up.
I know the pain, man.
I'm probably gonna have to stand up.
Hello, my
Stand up.
guys. We are here in what I have been told to call the Avatar Black Rings. What was it? Let me find the thing here.
Fell asleep.
The final session, part 1. That wasn't
It's so
me.
tingly.
I wasn't told this. I didn't make that. They're like make a Attack on Titan reference.
Let's bully Attack on Titan, yeah.
Oh, I said something about Mario Party. I didn't say anything about Attack on Titan.
Deco, you have to commit. You need to put in the stream title.
I'd put in the
You can-
stream title.
You can attack these nuts.
Emerald, change the stream title.
Don't attack my nuts.
Thank you, Emerald.
But yes,
Not the nuts.
thank
Is he
you.
even
Not
here?
the nuts.
Oh, he is.
But yes, thank you guys very much for showing up today. We are going to be potentially playing the final, at least final 2 sessions. It may end up being a final 1 if we go through things very quickly, but because we started a little bit later, most likely not. Really depends on the first couple of turns in the current fight. Speaking of that, we are going to make our way into the actual room here. I just wanted to be Nuan for a minute because hello, I'm Nuan. But let's go straight into things and figure out what happened last time. As here we are. Oh, look, it's that asshole. My guys.
Yes.
Welcome.
Ye-
Welcome. Just gonna look at the room for a minute. Look at all the things we have. All the extra little bits and bobs we got going on. All these Red Lotus tokens I never used. I have time to use them today. It's fine.
No. I am using them. I am the final boss.
Oh, jeez. Usually, I would roll a dice and figure out who's going to tell us what happened last time. However, I think for the final little bit, I will go ahead and let you guys take a bit of a break from that, and I will explain what happened the last time.
Good luck.
Last time, you guys had finished up everything you had to do in Ba Sing Se. You began to make your way over the frozen sands of the Suwang Desert. As you guys would make your way through, you had made several different parties full of your NPCs to potentially help out with at least one of the fights going forward, but we will decide that later on. As you guys were going through, you guys had found there was a bunch of little mounds upon the ground that had like tiny little caves, but they were much bigger than you would expect animal caves to be in the desert. As you traveled through, some of you went away from it. However, because of that, only one of the caravans got not caravans, one of the sand sailors got caught up in it, and that was the one with the avatar on it, the one that they were wanting to attack in the first place. As they destroyed that sand sailor, sending everybody flying off into separate sides of the remains of it. All of the black rings made their way up. You guys had to draw black rings from a little bag that I had over here that had hundreds of them in it, and you guys had to basically make your own little battalion of people that is going to be fighting against you. I just made one, and it actually kind of sucks. Like, the one that I just made is super bad. The only redeeming factor is I had a metal bender. But you guys drew several of the little guys out of a bag. At which point you went and fought against each of those little sections of them, one at a time, going at them. Well, I guess more all at once, but some of you were going one at a time. Rue froze his entire section, which was funny.
Yeah.
They were all just frozen, which is really bad for the enemies, because one of them was one of the royal procession members, which is one of the best fighters on the board. And as well, one of them was a metal bender, so you took out basically 2 of the biggest threats on the board immediately, which was
They're
crazy.
frozen.
And then you and Ichibei took each of them out. As we went through here, some of the other ones were taken out by some lava bending that was going through the section over here as they were attacking Nuwan and others that were in attendance. Down here, we had an Agni Kai going down between Akira and one of the other Fire Nation soldiers there, at which Akira just kind of ended him without any ceremony. Just like, yeah, we can Agni Kai. Anyway, bye.
I love how you did that. It reminded me of that one song, and the gun goes.
And the gun goes. That's essentially what happened.
We just blitzed every single person that we encountered.
At which point,
Yeah.
once everybody went down after some blood bending from Luca sent about 7 of them into unconsciousness, you guys were brought in front of these 3 mounds of things drawing blood from all over the battlefield down to them. Apparently, all the ones that were there were only there to give blood toward one of their leaders. You guys had seen the Northern Water Tribe leader you guys had fought before, as he rose himself up, being a new construct version of himself, similar to how they did trying to revive the Avatar previous. As he rose up from the sands, he was followed by what appeared to be the airbending master that had beheaded Mei Li, what people think of to be Mei Li's grandmother, in some sort of a young visage that was going after her. She seemed to immediately go forward toward not only Mei Li but also the Kurao. Mei Li throwing an absolute ton of lemur ass at her in order to keep her at bay. And finally, this fucking guy rose up from the ground. The Black Rings realized he was such a bad bender in the beginning that instead of raising him back up with all of his prowess of an airbender, they didn't really care about that. They just gave him fucking Medusa eyes and said, "Go at him, champ."
Wow.
That's fucking whack. So
you've
you've been the guy that's been turning people to stone the whole time?
Yeah, he's been the one.
You could have resurrected anyone.
Why are
with
you
actual
behind
talent.
every fucking problem? And why do you die every time we find out you're behind every problem just to make another problem?
It's fucking Hihachi ass coming in. We went through a single round of combat with these 3 as they started attacking everyone, showing that the airbending master attempted to bring the Kurao to stone. As he attempted to do so, Mei Li used one use of their staff, the staff that was made from the scales of the Kurao, to allow him to get one of his legendary resistances, which allowed him to bypass that stonification that was going down. While all that was going down, she only has potentially one more use of that, but the actual waterbending master started to bring in all the blood from all around him. He started to wrap himself up into it in the very last bit of it, as he is being restrained currently by the sun vines. Everybody rushed forward to go after this man. All of the others who were assaulted by the bloodbending before have finally got to their feet, ready to aid you. It doesn't seem like the 3 who are here understand exactly what they're fighting, as this army of NPCs you guys have gathered are going directly at them. However, we don't know. Perhaps there's something else to this. Perhaps something else is going down. Currently, it is very late in the night. You guys had left very late in the night into the desert. It's actually closer to morning now than it would be closer to night at this point. There is no sun currently within any sort of range. You guys are only illuminated by the moonlight above you. As the fight is going on, I would like for everybody, we are going to roll for a new initiative. I've also rolled for a new initiative for everybody in the battle as well.
Okay.
When it comes to all of your guys' NPCs, when it comes to all of them, I have separated them all into 5 different categories. And depending on the category, we will have them go and do their turns all at once. That way we don't have to worry about it too much. So we have
Hold up,
separated them into Water Tribe, Air Nation, Fire Nation, Earth Kingdom, and Ninja.
I got a big dice.
You do have a big dice.
This might be the final dice.
Has potential.
It might be. We'll see.
The
Who
final
knows
dice
what'll
part
happen?
one.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well, that's really fitting for the final.
Wow. Wow.
That
Finally.
is a 100% chance of fuck.
That
Interesting.
means one of us is gonna die.
I rolled a
Maybe.
6 on my initiative.
At least something's dying.
I rolled a 16.
What are
And
we
that's
adding
right.
to our? What are we adding to the roll again? Reflex.
Reflex.
that it?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is reflex.
My total is a 6.
My total is a 7.
Oh
And
my
that's
god.
why let me write it on my token.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Why
it's
the-
gonna be one of these days.
Dude, the dice doesn't lie. Hit nat 20.
I got a 14.
Altogether 14?
Yeah.
Okay. Just write them on your tokens or somewhere on your side of the sheet. Melee, what did
I'm
you
gonna
get?
write them on my guy.
Oh, I didn't roll. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
that's
what?
fine. It's perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. Take your time.
What are we
Squeaky's not
rolling?
feeling amazingly well today, so it is. We are going to give a lot of weights and potentially for things, and that's perfectly fine.
15.
15 plus your 4, that's a 19. That's really good. So the lowest of you had gotten a 6, I believe.
Yeah.
I am going to perform a single duty, and that single duty is General Moriso. He understands that his time is over. There's only so much strategy you can do against 3 potential godlike beings in front of you guys. You guys are fighting.
General, can you maybe? Never mind. Keep going.
Moriso is going to do what I had made him to do. His initiative number is 17. I am taking him out of the fight, and I'm allowing for him to give his off to one person, which is going to be Jin, since you were the lowest.
Oh. Thank you.
Good job.
Because all Moriso can really do is give you guys your turns.
He's pretty
I'm
funny that way.
I'm gonna count
He's
him.
he's a funny little loser.
I'm gonna count him now spent. He was the only person that rolled his own initiative. Everybody else rolled their group initiatives. Congratulations, General Moriso. You can move whenever the Fire Nation moves, but you're not really gonna do much except for go and punch a guy, I guess.
No, so it's just like, I'm out.
He's like, I'm gonna be calling the shots from back here at it's okay, everybody. I'm up here. Just go, Jen.
Hey, Blue.
Yes, up.
Before we jump completely into this, do you want to acknowledge something?
Oh,
Because
right.
it was kind of
true.
nuts.
That is true. I was currently speaking through everything, and I do need to acknowledge this, as it is not only the nice, but also it is very much a stupendously generous thing. Let me go ahead and zoom in on a certain person real quick. Where they at?
Oh, where's the squirrel?
Where's he at?
Where's
He
the
went
frog
flying somewhere. I don't know where he's at.
skull? Where's the flurl?
Where's our boy?
Where's the McFlurry?
Did you guys leave him behind with everybody? That's probably the smart thing to do if you did.
We probably didn't want him to fucking die.
It's probably the smart thing to do if you did, but I don't see him, so I'm gonna guess not.
Is there a fucking search for peace
No,
thing
there's not.
in you think that would be a really good idea?
You can put something similar to that in. Will has done a bunch of coding to do such a thing. We can't find him, but that doesn't mean he isn't here.
That doesn't mean he isn't in chat.
There he is! He's right behind
him.
Guru Kara!
Oh, he's real.
Hey,
Our boy, Kometu, gave 69 subs.
Nice.
Jesus
very
fucking
nice.
Christ.
And also fuck.
Nice.
Gave
Nice.
69 heckin' subs. I think that is the single highest amount of subs we have ever received at once.
Wow.
And it is the nice number. At which point, Kometu
That's fucking nuts, dude.
Prestigious. He is now slightly bigger.
It's now Super Frog.
He is now the size of a small dog.
He kind of is. Yeah. Feel like Kome gets 69 prestige. You're right. Hold on. Kometu plus 69. Perfect. This is Kometu 69. Kometu 69 is absolutely the strongest of all of the frog squirrels.
Pretty crazy.
Clementu, he will save the stream.
He'll activate when the ninjas activate.
He's the true savior of the stream. He will be the one. He is the new avatar.
Thank you guys very, very much. Kometu, thank you very much, and everybody very much for their generosity throughout all of Avatar: The Black Rings.
Wow.
Obviously, Kometu holds a special place in Avatar's heart. So thank you very much. Also, he may or may not be becoming my brother soon. Don't worry about that. Anyway, so
you guys are all Chads. It's awesome.
With that being said, the highest was Rue, I believe.
Yeah.
You got a nat 20, I believe you said.
Unnat 20, I said.
Oh, an unnat 20. Okay.
Yeah.
That actually does change things. I thought you said nat 20.
Nah.
Then we are going to start. As everyone charges forward toward the three of these people, we are going to start things off with the one who rolled the highest, which is going to be Mama Mei Li. Or I guess Grandmama Mei Li. As she looks forward toward everybody, not really having said much throughout the current fight, she just sort of showed up and went to attack Mei Li, and at that point defended herself against a barrage of lemur ass. As she rises up from that fight, looking down toward the ground, noting that she did not kill any of the lemurs, unfortunately, with her thought. But she was able to make a little bit of extra blood along the ground. She looks back toward her other two compatriots, which she doesn't really consider compatriots at this point. She is at a single bit of a thought, and that thought is to murder the hell out of that woman right over there. Mei Li, you are currently on your air scooter. You have flown off, and you are off onto the side. She is going to immediately put her arms forward. These black winds surround her and surround the large, jagged sword that she carries. As they do, she is going to hurl herself forward as she goes all the way forward towards you, bringing herself right up to the side of you as you're on the air scooter. As she looks over to you, she is going to attempt to knock you from your air scooter. Her first attack is going to go straight to you. Because she has hurled herself through the air, she is going to gain advantage on this attack. Mei Li, she nat 20s. However, luckily this is not a damage-based thing, so that's just kind of on her. She rushes forward. As she does, she is going to bring her blade to her side. She's going to wheel it back, and as she slices towards you, she seems to strike you with the blunt side of the sword, knocking you from the top of your air scooter. I need you to roll me for your reflex, Mei Li. You have a +4 onto this. Mei Li also nat 20s!
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Mei Li, as you get struck by this, by the side of this sword, you note that she seems to, through some sort of hubris or something, she did not actually attack you. She seems to be wanting to play with you, to toy with you. As she strikes you with the blunt side of the blade, you seem to bring your own cold winds up and knock the black winds away from her. As you stay upon your air scooter. Upon doing this, Mei Li, She did try to strike you with black winds right there. Do you want to use your reaction to attempt to strike back at her? Because you have your elemental adept.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead and roll me for your element. That is a 6 plus your element. That is a 10 altogether. You strike back toward her. The black winds does not immediately cause much damage to her. She seems to be knocked back just from the sheer force of the solid black winds that are there, because they are much more solid than regular winds. She does land near you, but she is no longer going to have her advantage. She's going to go for 2 more attacks. These are going to be actual damaging attacks. Your AC, looking over at you really quickly, currently is 15. She does seem to strike you with this first attack. She is going to, where is that weird purple dice that I have there? We don't need a purple one, we have this red one. That's not even the correct one. Where's the one that I wanted? It's this green one, never mind. Wow. As melee, she will do 3 damage to you. You guys are currently at near full health, but she will take 3 more of these from you. Upon doing so, she's going to go for 1 final attack. At which point she is going to attempt to bind you with her black winds. She starts to send the black winds going upwards from where your air scooter is around. The cold wind separating her from the air scooter, so she can't seem to interact with that, but she is going to attempt to start to almost choke you with black winds. She fucking fails that horribly, though. As melee, once again, because of your use of the black winds before, you spread out your arms and you stop them from getting to her. As she looks to you, well, isn't it nice to see you again, daughter? Or I guess it'd be granddaughter. I can't even really tell anymore. Would you be so kind as to hand over that body of flesh of yours?
I don't know who you are.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm sorry. I just love how that was said just now. I really do. No sarcasm.
As she
I just love that.
raises her blade again, she cannot strike you again. We are going to go to Rue, because Rue is the next person in initiative.
Hello.
Rue, you are currently trying to bind this man. He seems to be currently coating himself with the blood that is off behind him. What would you like to try to attempt to do?
I need to get rid of that blood. But Can my stockvine absorb blood?
Can I absorb the blood?
Can it drink the blood?
Because you are not a bloodbender, I am going to have to say no, unfortunately.
That's completely fine.
As the stalk vines are getting over to it, they seem to be trying to interact with it, but there's nothing currently able to work with it.
Yeah.
You do have several people about you. You have this man who is basically grinning ear to ear, much wider than you remember him grinning, as if he doesn't have to worry too much about the discomfort of flesh currently. He doesn't have to worry that his smile is way too wide for his face.
Because I do have him wrapped up. You know what? I'm just gonna stop to find damage him, I guess.
You can
Since he
definitely
is
do
wrapped
so.
up.
He is currently wrapped up by your stalk vines. You can't do any stalk vine damage to him while he's wrapped up, unless you want to try to create more. However, you can do regular bending on him because the stalk vines do not take up your arms.
Can I just freeze him?
You want to try to ice geyser him?
Yeah.
You can attempt to do so. Again, the area about him is considered a piece of water for you, or a thing of water for you. You can attempt to try to freeze him upwards. Go ahead, and I will say, you know that this man has a very good strength, but it is still a DC 18. He technically can fail that. That's a big DC. He is going to attempt, unless you want to take that back.
I'm thinking. No, I'm gonna commit. Just have him frozen.
Okay. He will have to roll instinct or reflex against your element. However, he cannot reflex because he's bound, so we'll be doing instinct. Go ahead and roll me for your.
Oh, you
element.
mean insight? Yeah.
Or insight? Yeah.
Let me put Luke's inspiration into it. Roll 2.
Roll me one more time.
Gotcha.
That is a 17
16.
plus your. That is a 21 altogether. He has to beat.
Yeah.
He technically can beat this. His instinct is not terrible. It's not his worst stat or his best stat.
Oh, that's 17. Oh, 22. Sorry.
22.
Yeah, insight.
Against the bender's element. It's your element check.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Sorry, my element.
Yeah, he's doing insight against you.
Yeah. Yeah, my bad. 21.
He is going to attempt to do this. Insight is not his best or worst stat. That is a 14. There is no way he is going to get that.
Cool.
As he is currently being bound up by the sun vines, you bring your arms up. You make a geyser appear below him, completely coating not only him but the vines as well that are keeping him in place, trying to reinforce the bind on him. Currently, that does separate him from the blood behind him. You still have more things you can do this round.
I could bap him now.
You could bap him.
However, I feel like Mr. I can turn people into stone is a bigger deal. But Jin's got it. Yeah, Jin's got it.
Currently, if you wanted, you could separate yourself from your vines at this point and make your way to start attacking other things.
Yeah. So he'll be binded up, so he'll hopefully have a difficult time trying to get out.
He'll hopefully have a difficult time dodging a fucking lightning bolt to the chest, maybe. Who knows?
Oh yeah, Echo, you got this. High five and continue walking.
As soon as you make your way closer toward the blood pool, I would like you to roll me for your survival, please.
Survival, let's go. That's being used. Roll, survival. Man, that was almost a 16.
Rue, you're going to take 1d4 of damage as the blood pool does strike out at you as you go past it.
That's fine.
You'll take 2 damage.
That's fine. First damage I've taken.
As this happens, you keep going, I'm guessing. You're going about right here, you said?
Yes.
If you step one more thing forward, you will go into lava, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't lava bend. And I am gonna start throwing discs at mans.
Okay.
Yeah. Just regular ice bending.
Yeah, I was gonna say you would have to bring up your ice disc in order to do that. But if you want to just regular ice bending, you can.
Yeah.
Go ahead
Just
and
ice
give
bending.
me an attack. Let me look at your ice basics mastery. Yes, you do get the D10s. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
First attack. That is an
18?
18. That is definitely a hit.
Let me find the D10. Where's that mythical dice?
This is a D12.
Oh yes, this
There's
one.
a D10.
Yeah.
Old man has to die again and again and again.
1.
1! As you strike forward, you seem to catch him off guard slightly, but because of the lava surrounding him, he does not immediately take an amazing amount of damage from the ice. Roll me one more attack.
Second attack. Let's go.
14 plus your element. That is a hit! Go ahead and roll me another D10. This time 7 damage. As he seems to definitely feel that one a bit more. You use the first attack to kind of spin him around as he still seems to be somewhat trying to get out from the lava. As you strike him once, he turns. You strike him a second time. You hit him directly in the chest. A spike of ice seemingly connecting, and if it would have connected a regular person, you're not sure they would have got up from that. There's a spike literally sticking out of his chest at this point. You have already severed his brand new freaking copper piece of a fucking bead thing.
The beads suck.
As he goes, ah, no! He looks over toward Jin. I will be taking that back!
Unlikely.
As his other ones fall into the lava and seem to start melting. Da-da-da. At that point, we go to the next person in the initiative. I believe the next person for any of you would be 18, right? Initiative 18, I mean?
Probably.
Okay, so that does mean that before we get to that, we are going to have the Water Tribe go! As all of the Water Tribe members will start moving forward, they will do their separate attacks. Da-da-da. Each of them, I have given them new ways of attacking. Currently, only a couple of them are within range of doing anything. So currently we have 1, 2, 3 currently within range of attacking at the moment. Da-da-da. Because of that, 2 of them are throwing boomerangs, and 1 is starting to use some water bending over in that direction. Let's see if any of them strike. This is Boss, Dalto, and Falson. Falson gets a nat 20. Which is great for Falson, because Falson currently, as you are currently fighting against them, Akira, Falson technically would have had to roll that again. So I am going to roll for Dalto again. Right. Dalto also gets a nat 20. As Dalton and Falson, currently Boss is shooting some waterbending over. He's not the best waterbender. He's very tricky waterbender, but he's not a very strong waterbender. Both Falson and Dalto get to each other's sides. They go off to either side of the Fire Lord. They bring back their bone boomerangs, and they start pelting as they start chucking these boomerangs over toward the waterbending master. He is going to take, because these are going to essentially be all 3 of their attacks wrapped up into one, he is going to essentially take 2d12s of damage and then double it because both of them crit.
Oh, wasn't he meant to take 1d4 of damage because of the ice capture as well?
Yeah, we'll get that in a second.
Yeah.
So one to be 10, so that's going to be 20 through some sort of damage resistance. We'll get to that in a second. And the other one will be another 5. That is altogether 30 damage. Go ahead and roll me that d4 as well.
Cool. D4.
For the Ice Geyser.
3.
So altogether 33 damage being dealt to him so far, as he seems to get struck, both of them hitting his head as he's caught inside of the Ice Geyser. He is unable to defend himself. We then go to Jen, because you were given the thing from the others.
All right.
You were given General Moriso's increased initiative.
All right. Cool.
Currently in front of you, the Airbending Master just yelled to you, saying he's going to take back his beads after having them lost by Rue.
Okay. Let's see. So, these people are made of stone, right?
What do you mean, man?
You know, Deco, you're right. Silly me. Silliest of me. Anyway, I would like to use erosion.
You're going to try to erode the man.
I want to erode his eyes.
So, here's the thing. At the beginning of this, beginning of this session, I said unless people remember a certain thing about these guys, this could take decently long. Jin, as you go to attempt to use erosion on this man, I would like you to roll me. First off, I need you to roll me for your bending, to roll me for your element.
Yeah, look. The Avatar said the same shit about being not being flesh, so I'm like, this is most certainly the same deal. It's a 21.
With a 21, I will roll for his survival.
I'm gonna melt your eyes.
That was on an 18 for so long. Jin, as you go over to him and you begin to attempt to erode him, you try to erode his eyes. His eyes seem to somewhat be protected. As you try to do so, there is a very strange shine coming from his eyes. You would have heard from both Rue and Luca that there's some kind of weird spirit bending shenanigans going on. So unfortunately, you aren't able to erode his eyes. However, as you begin to erode toward him, you bring forth your arms and you begin to try to get something going on. You see an actual somewhat divot going from one side of his head. as you start to erode the actual stone making up this man. He is going to take, because of that, a large chunk of damage. I'm not going to tell you exactly how much damage, but he has taken a very large chunk of damage as you seem to erode the very stone that makes this man up. And you still have 2 more actions.
Wait. So the eyes aren't protected, but the eyes are protected. The rest of them isn't.
Yes.
Eyes important, head not. I can't see with head, I can see with eyes.
So I think I have a new stratagem.
Break stone wrist.
I just turned some of his head into sand, huh?
Maybe. I'm not going to be that graphic about it, but who's to say? Probably.
He's a statue. It's okay. He's a statue. He's not real.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
I kind of want to Wicked Witch him. I want to melt him. Can I lavify him?
So, one of your abilities does in fact allow you to basically turn any amount of sand you collect into lava.
They should have made you out of metal, man. They should have made you out of anything else. Because you're about to be in a real.
Well, here's the thing.
Real
No one was
bad
supposed
spot.
to know that they're made of stone.
Listen,
I kind of clued in on it, like, earlier when we were talking about it. I was like, oh yeah, they're all stone.
they were
so-
resurrected.
So,
Sorry.
Jin, I would like for
I remember
another
the
element
avatar,
check from
dude.
you, please. This will be your second action.
Second action, go.
I did not expect him to last very long.
Yeah, I remember things. I pay attention, believe it or not. I can't recap,
You
but I
have
can pay attention.
you have a fleeting.
Well, thank you.
I like to
Thank
imagine
you.
Rue has ice bended a chair just to watch.
14.
I spin in a chair.
The second one's a 14.
14. I need to roll his survival against that. 2. He might actually be able to get this one. We'll see. Oh, Jin had 2? Well, it doesn't matter because I rolled a 5.
Wait, is the survival that low?
He does not have a +9 to it, no. Because that's what he would have needed for that.
Sweet. Anyway,
So, this is not great for this. I'm just gonna switch it back to Octopath.
so when you see the sanding happen, the eroding happen to his face, and he's like, the spark of inspiration fills his eyes as, he just smiles an uncomfortable smile. And now he does the lava thing.
As you start to see his skin or whatever is making up his quote-unquote skin begin to start burning red hot. As this is going on, I'm gonna take.
Think of the moment like a fucking god of destruction, Hakai, where he's literally just dissolving, like just dust flying off of him.
Jin, as you see this happen, go ahead and roll me for one more element really quick. And I will let you use this final inspiration that I didn't let you have last time.
Okay, let's roll.
Roll me one more time.
Oh.
It's the last inspiration.
No.
As you look to this man, you find that he is still somewhat staying up. Whatever is making him up now is extremely malleable. His superheated body's still trying its best to keep its form. As he looks to you, you will be the one to die this time! You still have one more action.
Oh, I mean it. They really should have brought you back with anything else. You are the most unlucky bastard in the world. 20, that's 19.
Roll me one more time. You got another fleeting.
Okay, cool, thank you. That's 17, so it's 19.
And in one round, you come up to this man as he starts to bark these things out. He looks to you, his eyes beginning to shine as he tries to turn you to stone. You start eroding the eyes, trying to get it to go down. It doesn't work, but the rest of him begins to go. He starts to scream and reach out toward you. He starts reaching out towards your neck. As he does, you feel a slight bit of air bending beginning to affect you, as you do feel there's somewhat of a strange bloated feeling you're gaining. However, you just look to him, you laugh, and you crush with one of your hands. As you do,
I crush with the spirit hand.
you crush with the spiritual hand. As you do, inches away from retaining his beads from you, which, by the way, his beads for him give him a higher survival check.
I don't care, they're mine now.
Inches away trying to get his beads back from you. He seems to go malleable. He seems to start screeching out and then immediately drops as there is just a burning piece of fabric lying in the lava.
Oh, hey, picks up.
Hey, one down.
Hey, the trophy picks up, ties the beads.
It is his entire garb that would have been burning, but yeah, you just rip off the part that's burning.
So that's where you got your beads from.
What are you talking about? I'm a master airbender. Anyway.
Next,
Now, can you please fucking just pass away?
Next, we are going to be going to the Earthbenders, or the Earth Nation. Earth Nation people will be starting themselves up. Prim is not within any range of going, unfortunately. She will have her extra movement, but she's not. What's up?
Did they see what Jin did? Can they try to fucking start puppeteering these little bitches?
They can try, man. We'll have to see for them.
Let's imagine
Currently-
the thing just happened over here.
Currently, there is no Earthbenders around, and like actual benders around that can attempt to, unfortunately. Oh wait, no, we have Nahando. He's technically a bender. He's not a very good one, but he's technically a bender. And we have Beishi.
Following your king's footsteps, idiot.
Beishi, upon looking and seeing that happen to that man, Beishi is going to do their movement. They are going to go there 1, 2, 3, 4, over. They're then going to get their 15 foot of movement from doing their lava slide to get right here. They only have 2 actions because using their lava slide. Let me go ahead and get some orange behind them. That way we know where all the lava is. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Beishi, upon seeing you do that, they're going to attempt to try to earthbend on this person. Regular earthbending is not their immediate forte, but they are going to attempt to do so. They have two chances of doing it. First attempt. That is an 18. If you roll survival from this person, from Granny, she does not. As you see them bringing their hands forward, they start stomping into the sand. They raise up their arms, and they seem to catch the lower body of the person tormenting Mei Li. As they go to it, as Mei Li says, "I don't even know who you are," you just see them raise their hand up, and then all of a sudden seem to start limping or like leaning in one direction. As they look down, a bit of their leg begins to start to crush and seem to lose solidity. As they look back, oh hell no! Beishi is going to try one more time. She only has 2 actions, so this is her last action. That's another 18.
Monkey. Jin is a great teacher, even when he doesn't teach.
She can attempt. She definitely has a chance to stop this with the survival, but that's a nat 20. You note that whenever it happens again, she seems to look back toward Beishi, trying to do that bending. She chucks a large, just seemingly large, almost spike of black winds toward Beishi, as Beishi has to dodge and lose concentration, unfortunately. She will take damage from the first one, but not from the second one. Nahando is technically a bender. He is not going to go for any big bending because he knows for a fact he can't do it. He is going to just try to get within range. He will use his other action to move forward, and he's going to try to start punching this man in the face.
Good man.
That is his thing of the group, you know? He does not hit.
He's frozen.
Yep, he had advantage and everything. Daolon is going to start moving forward. Daolon going up to this man who has imprisoned him for as long as he has. He is going to go for several attacks with what appears to be a large bladed weapon that he was given. Though it is not his original sword, it is still a sword. He's
I
gonna
like
go
how
for,
you have to specifically say that each time.
He's going to go for 2 attacks. That was almost a nat 20. It was not. It was almost. That is going to be hit as Nahando goes for some attacks. It does not seem to affect this guy. He starts laughing as what appears to be a large blade collides with the ice behind this man and slices through the blood that's behind him as well as into his back slightly as he turns. Well, it's about time someone showed up who knows how to fight, he says, being bound. He's going to go for one more attack. That is going to be a miss. As Daolon goes in for an attack, he unfortunately has to pull his sword back out of the ice. He is unable to continue. Nya is going to look to this. They don't have really a lot of things they can do. They have their little poison thingy, but they're pretty sure it's not gonna really help here.
They're gonna look at it, have a flashback of when they got one-shotted, and then walk back.
They're gonna start making their way up toward Ichibei. Ichibei, you currently have your kunai out, correct? Your kunai with chain.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll 2 techniques for them. They're gonna attempt to give you a poison onto your kunai.
Is that gonna do good against stone?
We'll have to find out. With the 11, they can give the base poison, which unfortunately is not going to do much. They attempt to try, however, with everything going on, unfortunately, they don't know if it'll work out. Spoiler alert, they are made of rock, so unfortunately it probably will not work out. If they would have got their big poison, it might have worked out, but unfortunately couldn't get their big poison.
My poison hurt rock, lol. That's just called acid. Okay?
I see that we have a phantom. I see we have a phantom now.
Phantom's here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Luca, do you want to roll for reflex and see where you are in the initiative?
Oh yeah.
We rolled a new one, so.
Okay.
Come on.
That makes sense. You technically are going the same time Ichibei is, so that's good.
Okay. Let me erase that.
We are going to go to the next in the initiative, which I believe will be Melee. Melee, currently you are being attacked by this person claiming to be your mother or grandmother. Currently, you just saw them being somewhat being earthbent. You saw that their legs started to go all wobbly. They turned around and stopped Beishi from being able to do that. However, they were only able to do that with the black winds. Do you want to do anything to them while they are distracted by Beishi? You can attempt to call your lemurs back. You can try to do just some cold air attacks. You can do whatever you need.
I think I'll just do some cold air attacks right now.
Yep. Go ahead and roll me for a couple of attacks. Roll me for 3 attacks. Ooh, all at once. Let's go. And roll me each of them one more time because they're distracted, because you would have had advantage. The first one would have hit. The other 2, unfortunately, did not. As you strike in with one of your cold air attacks, roll me for your... Where is... Here it is. Roll me for this stats, please. 2 plus the extra because they are made of the stone and got eroded. You are going to do 4 damage to them. Unfortunately, they do catch you right as you start bending at them. You are currently on your air scooter. Do you want to move anywhere? They seem to be trying to go at you. You and Mimi start moving back. You gain some distance from them. As you start shooting some cold air attacks back at them, you do lower their speed with one of the cold air attacks. However, the other two do not seem to find too much purchase immediately. We are going to go to the next in the initiative, which would have been the airbenders. I believe all of the airbenders are within range. Nope, Toa is not. Bloop. Toa tries to get forward. Guru Tikal tries to go forward. As Guru Tikal goes forward, she brings her her hands up. She grabs a bison whistle from her bag and she starts to blow it. As she starts to blow it tremendously, nothing seems to happen immediately. We are going to go to our boy Yoru, who jumps over the lava that was lava bent and starts making his way over toward this man's. Other airbenders around, just making sure I need to know where they are going. Guru Kara will be making their way over toward this lady. We will have... I believe that's it. I believe that's the only other airbender around. Yes. All right. So these two are going to go for their attacks. Guru Kara is going to go for a couple of airbending wall attacks to try to knock this person off balance. Neither of them, unfortunately, are going to hit. As Guru Kara brings up two big waves of air to try to knock them over, the black winds seem to pierce through them immediately. Unfortunate. We are going to go over to Yoru, who is going to go for two large air punches. And by air punches, I mean literally just regular punches. But there's kind of some air there, so you know. One of them will hit, as he is going to attempt to strike into this man. We need to get that D12 again. Hiya. Striking with 9 plus 3 damage. That is 12 damage. As Yoru punches in and starts laying into this man with Daolon on the other side. These three are just literally punching him. Punching and slicing at him. Akira, you are just surrounded by these guys who are just swinging their best about this man.
It's that JoJo meme where they're all stomping on that one guy.
Speaking of which, Akira, it is your turn.
Oh shit.
You are currently up against the large waterbender that had fought against you guys previous, the one that you had struck down with your lightning bending before. Currently, he is trapped in ice and getting pounded by 3 buff men.
Buffman?
Buffman? What would you like to do?
Let's see here. I want to know. I want to use lightning bending, but I don't want to use it in a traditional sort of way.
What are you wanting to do?
Instead of like shooting it out, I kind of want to just keep it in my palms.
If you look at your lightning bending attacks, actually, if we go to lightning generation, this is literally what you do with your current lightning generation. You bring an action you can within melee range attempt to shock them with the residual effects of the energy. Basically, you are generating lightning in your body, but you're not shooting it out quite yet, because the shooting it out part is the part that's dangerous.
Okay, yeah.
You can definitely do that.
All right. Yeah, let's go with that.
Roll me for some element attacks then, my dude.
All right. Power.
As you go for the taser hands. That's a 19. All right, first taser hands. I need you to roll me a D10, which will be, I believe, this one.
Okay.
Does him tasing ice give him any advantage?
Sure, we'll give the next attack advantage.
3.
That's 3 damage, as he is going to have to roll against the other effects of this thing. Oh, you also have plus 1d6 damage from doing this. So roll me this one. Because lightning is fucking scary.
Is this man gonna
Another
have
3
3 layers of paralysis?
Well, he's gonna if he doesn't make them, he might. Going for the next attack. This
Yeah.
one will have advantage.
Heck yeah.
Thanks to the ice.
All right, advantage.
Roll me one more time. And we take the highest. 17. That's a hit.
17.
That's. I don't want to scare you guys, but that is technically just a hit. But it is a hit. Roll me these 2 dice.
We take those here.
All right.
Oh,
8 and 3.
oh, that's good. Roll me one final attack. This is your last AP.
Is this also with advantage or just regular?
This is just regular.
Okay.
Do you want to use one of your White Lotus tokens?
Yes, please.
Okay. Roll it again. That's a hit. Roll me these 2
Oh,
dice
God.
again.
That was the best decision I've made. One
That is
and 1.
2 more damage. Now, let's look over at this thing. You are shocking them, trying to get them. Roll me for your element one more time, please.
Oh, gee. Okay.
And he has to beat this 3 times. Otherwise, be stunned. All right, so he has to beat a 17 3 times. He has really good survival / physique, so we'll see. He failed on the first one. let's see if he's double stunned. It doesn't have any mechanical benefit. He's not double stunned. Let's see if he's double stunned anyway. He is double stunned. Okay. So as Akira, you look forward, you see all these guys punching, you tell them to back away for a second. Daolon just gets his sword out of the way by the time you bring both your hands in, gripping at both sides where the spirit vines are, and you just start shocking him. You just start going full Blanca on this guy.
I'd like to think I just grab his head and I'm just like...
You just start radiating this electricity throughout him. As you're doing this, he starts going...
Yeah, I
He's-
imagine that hurts.
I'm going to have him use 1 resistance. Unfortunately, he failed this twice, so he can't not do this. He only had the 1 resistance. He stops himself from getting stunned once, but then immediately gets stunned by your 3rd attack.
Sucks to suck, loser.
Nice job. Da-da-da-do. We are then going to go with the Fire Nation. The most numerous of the people here. You're ninja, you're ninja, you're ninja. Da-da-da-do. We're going to have Lord Jian looking toward battlefield. He sees this man is stunned. That sounds very good to him. He is going to get behind where you are, and he is going to start sending jets of black flame over toward this man. Near that, we also see Fire Lord Akan stepping forward, doing the same thing with his jade green flames. Duncan is going to move forward. Duncan sees that there's something happening over there with Mei Li. He's going to start moving his way over that way. He's going to use all of his for movement, as he's going to get right now. Lon is going to start moving forward. He is technically out of range for everything, though, unfortunately. And Rushin is going to start rushing her way in. Hakam, by the way, would have made his way forward as well during the Water Tribe stuff. I just forgot. At which point, the only ones that are going to be getting any big attacks right now are going to be Fire Lord Hakan and Lord Jian, as both of them start sending jets of just these dark flames and jade green flames over. They're each going to go one time. Each of them are going to have advantage on this. First attacks for each of them. Fire Lord Hakan does seem to strike with his jade green flames. It does seem to strike down onto this man. However, because he is currently being shocked and everything else is going on with him, he doesn't seem to be taking the jet black flames very well. He's going to go for one more strike. Each of them are. As they both are going to strike again. The jade flames are going to hit twice, and the black flames are going to hit once. The fun thing about the black flames They don't do damage. We're gonna go for 2 d10s for the Jade Flames. It's 4 damage, and that is 9 damage. However, the Black Flames, as he starts to get struck with them, the electricity and the flames seemingly causing him to start burning all over his body. He is gonna get his AC lowered by 1d4.
Let's go.
That's gonna be by 2. He is currently not in the 20s anymore in AC. He's a big buff boy. Up, 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 up.
Yeah.
We're gonna have the ninjas go. The ninjas will strike before both Luca and Ichibe. They're gonna start making their way over. They see that one person is moving rather fast, and they don't like that kind of thing. So they're gonna start moving rather fast over in this direction toward them. Funny enough, this Nuan is in the ninja order. The other Nuan is not. Where is other ninjas? There you are, Sudi. I was looking everywhere for you. Sudi is actually also an earthbender, so they're actually going to try their best to start earthbending on this guy like Jin did. And that is everyone. Unfortunately, the ninjas will have to use their second thing for movement, so they will not get to strike this turn. They are going to get very close to going over here toward this area. Sudi is going to start trying to do some earthbending on this man. He's going to try to start eroding him. They're going to get 3 chances because they were so close. They saw what Jin did. The highest one is a 12, but we will have to beat all of them. No way this is going to hit, unfortunately. This one may. He has to nat 1, but he has to beat this one as well. Both survival checks. Unfortunately, he does not get any get bent in that direction. As Sudi tries their best to do some erosion, they are keeping themselves very, very still. They're keeping themselves very full, and you guys start to think it might be because of the blood bending that's happening with him. As something else other than rock is inside of this man. We're gonna go to Ichibe.
Okay.
Ichibe, you currently have your kunai with chain. Airbending guy has died yet again.
I'm glad that fucking I'm glad we got over with that shit by turn 1.
You get nostalgic for the other 2 times that he died.
I get nostalgic for 1 time. The other time I wasn't there for.
Oh, that's true.
The first time I saw him got fucking 8. We had a 1v1. I wasn't liking it, so I went to 1 HP, and then a cat came out, and then the cat came back the very next day, and then fucking ate his ass. Except not actually eating ass. That would be kind of gross. But you know, that was good. It was good. I liked it.
You currently have a lot of movement, so you could make it to either of the 2 targets, especially with your kunai having range. Who would you like to go after?
My plan was to attempt to earthbend, but I don't know if I observed what Sudi was doing.
You definitely observed Jin.
I definitely observed that.
Yeah, Jin definitely showed that they can be earthbended.
I was gonna walk his ass into the lava, but I guess he's stunned. I don't know.
Yeah, he's currently frozen.
He's still a stone boy.
He is wrapped currently in a large geyser of ice.
I don't know if there's a reason to actually take him out of that then. Like, I probably can't. I can't Hakai him. Or maybe I can. They keep telling me they keep saying I'm the prodigy. Unless the DM says I can attempt to, I'm probably just gonna fucking hit him really hard.
Any earthbender can attempt to do very big damage with them. I will say, just like what just happened there, this man has a bit of resistance to it. He's also again inside of the ice. If you want to try to make your way over toward her, you can and try that. She will be a lot easier when it comes to it.
I mean, there are like fucking 7 people attacking this guy, so honestly, maybe I should.
And you
I don't
have
know how
you
close
have
I have to be
you
to
have
do
6
that, though.
squares of movement, so you could go
Yeah, so like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would put me like right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're within 5 squares. You can definitely try to bend at them.
Ah.
If they were
Well, I guess-
if they were 2 more squares ahead, you could not bend them.
I will bend them apart.
All right. Go ahead and roll me for your earthbending. Roll me for that straight up element, my dude. And by element I mean technique for you, because you're a god.
Technique.
Technique.
Why do I have love inspiration again? Wait, were those supposed to be HP inspiration?
No,
but
I gave you those last time, and I told you could have love because I wasn't gonna make you any other ones.
oh yeah, I forgot about. So the one love is a reroll, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep. You don't have to use them
Okay.
immediately. You can use them after your roll.
Oh, okay. I love that.
Yeah.
Let's go. Wahoo. That's a 9
you wanna
plus
reroll it?
6 is 15.
You know that basically they have to roll against what you roll. If you're fine with a 15, you don't have to.
I'll try one. Roll.
All right, roll one more time.
Well, actually, wait. I have 3 actions,
Yep, that is true.
so I could just attempt again if I fail.
Yep.
You
You want to have them roll against that 15 then?
Yeah, let's try this one first and see what happens.
You start to earthbend. You slam your foot down, going for the rather rigid movements of an earthbender. As you do, you put your arms forward to attempt to do anything to them. You just saw Bei-Shi attempt to go after their leg. You go after the other one. As they roll for their survival, they do not make it.
Okay.
As you grab at one of the other legs, you don't have erosion, so we're going to assume you were using the thing.
Break their legs.
We are assuming you are trying to break them. As again,
Let's just disassemble this fucking Lego set.
symbolically, or I guess in the meta, this is going to be doing the same thing because you guys aren't technically using your erosion ability or this ability. You're just using earthbending on them. So it is going to do the same thing. You hear like a snapping sound from them. They yell out, but not in pain. They seem to yell out with almost like a laugh as they look back towards you. As you seem to have gotten their attention. They will be lowering their HP. You have 2 more times to do this.
Let's break some more stuff. Let's break some more stuff.
Just keep breaking them. Let's just break them all over the place.
This is like a Kit Kat commercial. Yeah, I think I'm gonna re-roll that.
All right, you reroll that one. That's pretty
13
okay.
plus, yeah, that's 19. Yeah, I'll keep that one.
All right, let's have him roll against that. 13. They just fail it.
Ah, so I'm one ahead of them. Good to know.
They just fail that. As you
They have
go
a
for
5, I have a
another,
6.
you
Good.
make their way over, you grab at them from their arm that seems to be holding that large weapon. As you do, another break is heard. You have one more AP.
This is why he didn't let me This is why he didn't let me have break wrist.
This is what break wrist is like in the hands of a master.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna re-roll that. 18 plus 6 is 24.
They technically can beat this.
They have to get a 19 or a 20. Nah.
So this person does have more HP than the guy you guys just melted. But
That's okay.
as you go
They
forward,
don't have many limbs now.
they seem to, as they continue to stand, oddly enough, maybe the black winds keeping them somewhat afloat. You hear 3 sickening cracks from them as they look back to you, just with this extremely malicious look in their eyes and this wide grin that again is way too wide to be natural. As they look to you, you also notice different features of them breaking as you have shattered some of the stone inside of them. You look at their eyes, and for a moment you see cracks and fractures all through their eyes and teeth from this. But they still smile and they still look with a very wide grin.
And, you know, I'll fucking eyes meet. You know, we'll have a little staring contest for a second here. I'll say something along the lines of, "You bear your blade against your own blood."
This is not the first time.
But it will be the last.
As we go to Luca.
Hello.
Hello, Luca. Let me get some.
No.
The music stopped again, so I'm gonna press play on it again. There we go. Luca, you are currently right up near where this guy is. This guy who is apparently one of the leaders of the Northern Water Tribe. He was kind of an okay guy until things happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is currently being shocked the fuck out of by Akira and attempted to be bent in 3 different directions.
Ooh.
You were told about this entire process being something akin to some kind of spirit bending. However, looking at him, even as he's standing there, he seems to still be absorbing blood. What would you like to do to this man?
I don't know. Do I even have like basic blood bending? Master blood.
you can use regular blood bending.
Yeah.
You can treat blood as if it is water. You just have to overpower the other bloodbender is all.
You can make them skip their turns and continue to get JoJo'd.
Yeah, I kind of want to attempt. May I attempt this?
What are you trying to do?
I guess stun?
Because currently he is stunned.
Forcing them to skip. Oh, okay.
Because Akira definitely stunned him. Akira technically stunned him
so
twice, but then he
his
survived
turn's
one of them.
gone. Okay.
Yeah, he's not getting a turn this turn.
Yeah. Okay.
He is restrained and stunned, and people are kicking him and punching at him.
Yeah. Linda made a JoJo meme.
Both of the royals of the Fire Nation just started freaking super firing at them.
Dang, dude. So, are people earthbending at them because they're made of earth? Is that the reason?
That is the main reason, yes. That is why Sudi had tried to go and do some earthbending, but they had failed. It seemed, again, and it seemed that they had failed because there was more than just earth inside of this man. There's something else that's seemingly binding him together. I wonder what it could be.
And I wonder what that could be. Okay. Cause I don't know how I can stop that per se unless you let me take over control of it. Is it collection?
You can try to collect the blood and stop him from collecting the blood, basically. He seems to be almost passively collecting it.
Okay.
Do you want to attempt
to... Yeah, let's try it. Yeah.
All right, we'll say that you would have to move near it so that you would know exactly what's going down from it. We'll keep you one step away from the blood actually striking at you unless you want to get a little bit closer.
No.
You note that the pool of blood in the center starts to start wildly slashing about. It could not attack Sudi or Daolan because it already attacked Rue.
No. Okay.
But as you go
to damage,
as you go to it, go ahead and give me an element check for your first AP.
Okay. You know, let's just roll it. Let's just roll it. It's in God's hands now. 9, 12,
that is a 14. He is going to have to roll against that. His stunned, restrained, punched ass is going to try to roll against it.
Okay.
He is rolling with disadvantage because he is stunned. Ooh! The first one scared me, but it's disadvantage, so he rolls with a 6, and that means you do start to maneuver some of the blood. As you look to this blood that seemingly is going out of control in front of you, lashing about toward everybody, you start stepping forward as you start to make the blood rise up from where it is collecting in the center. You see that the blood that is going into the ground and into the back of this ice of this man and into the back of this man's head seems to still continue, but you are wrenching it back. Roll me again to see if you can start to draw this back out from him.
And I funnel it into the lava.
Yeah,
Get
sure.
rid of it.
Sure.
Sure. Okay, I shall try to do that.
Still have to wrench it out of his passive, but that's perfectly fine.
Let's grab one of these.
You also have a fleeting as well.
Oh, thank you.
Let's go.
Okay,
11.
11.
And roll me one more time for your fleeting.
Thank you.
All right,
4.
11. That is a 16. He still has disadvantage, but 16 is well within his ability.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Ooh.
unfortunate. The second time you try, you see that even through stunned, he seems to smile that wide smile and look back towards you. Again, just that unnatural, should not be going ear to ear smile.
What a weirdo. Okay.
You have one more attempt at doing
Okay.
this.
Dude,
Okay.
are you into this? I'm gonna shame you.
Okay, let's try this again. I'm gonna take one of these if that's cool with you guys.
Yeah.
You also got another fleeting, this time from Rue.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I appreciate. Oh, that's an 8. That's negative. Oh.
Let's see if the Rue attempt will do anything.
Rue, you believe in me, right?
Yes.
You have faith, right?
Mhm.
In your homie.
100%. Yep.
That's
You
a 17.
do.
Let's see if the secondary Rue attempt will do something.
Yeah.
Roll
I
me
had
one more
so much
time.
faith, I decided to
22.
give-
Oh, okay. All right. Well, 22 is pretty good.
22 is pretty good. It's still technically well within his ability, but
Yeah, as well. Okay.
There you go.
Even better.
24 though.
I just needed the smooch from the homie. Thank you.
This
No problem.
I would be so surprised if he made this, because he has disadvantage.
Nat one.
He does not make this. He would have made it if it wasn't for the disadvantage from Akira.
God.
If Akira had not
Dang.
stunned him, he would have made it.
Dang.
Not to pat myself on the back, but I'm gonna totally pat myself on the back. I'm pretty fucking awesome.
As
I'm
you
gonna be
start
totally
to
that guy.
wrench this blood from him, you start pulling it out from going into him. As you do, you start to move the blood over top of the lava, and it does start to immediately start burning and sizzling and disappearing. As, if I can find it, the blood pool behind him disappears. He still has some of it within him, but he does not have any passive collection of blood any longer.
Heck yeah.
We're gonna go to the final person in initiative, which is Nuan, or what I like to call the spirits. Nuan, as well as we go to the Karao. The Karao is going to see this person going over toward Mei Li, is going to see that Mei Li just stopped them from becoming stone. He was going to start murdering the person that tried to turn him to stone, but he's already dead, you see. The Karao is going to jump, and he is going to use his glided movement to go anywhere within, I believe, 8 squares of him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he can just. There he is.
That works.
That is one of his actions to do so. He rushes up, and as he's high up into the air, because he goes over his target, he is going to breathe some cold breath down onto her. She gets an 8 for her survival. She is going to take half of this. Not half of this, full this, because she only got an 8. Cold breath. That is only a 4, so he does 4 damage to her. However, the area about becomes much colder as he does this. The area seems to almost glaze over with more ice and snow. As he's going to land, he's going to go for 2 claw attacks. Unless he hits with a claw attack, then he's going to go for a bite attack. First claw. That is a hit. You see him rush forward, and then upon hearing the cracking sounds from Ichibei, he seems to immediately understand what to do and collides in and strikes at her other arm as you hear another cracking sound go through. And then he's going to attempt to bite her. You guys hear a roar from the Karao. Again, a dragon-like roar. As he roars out, he brings his teeth forward and he starts to bite into the armor. As you would expect, a person biting in armor probably wouldn't do anything. But you see the metal that is holding up the armor bending and screeching as he bites down with the actual power of a dragon's bite. She's gonna take another
Okay.
It's
two of
horrifying.
these. One.
Dude, under Jin's breath. It's horrifying.
As she gets struck in for that much, she's still standing even after all the damage she took. And then we go to Nuan. As Nuan is going to go forward, she makes herself go over to the thing. You guys remember during the last fight that Nuan had almost went into full avatar state. She is not there because she did get healed. So she is not in avatar state right now unless she wants to be. She goes forward. She sees that there is some spirity shenanigans happening. She looks over toward this man, whom she has never met before. She met this man, but he's dead.
Know about that one.
As she sees you guys are all earthbending on this man, she's gonna just earthbend him.
There you go.
She's gonna go for 3 earthbending attacks. She does know erosion, so that's good. 2. First one. 2. She is not in full state, but she is in half state, so she can reroll one of these.
He's rocking that semi-chub.
There we go. I'm just gonna roll for the other 2 to see how many times he has to roll for this. Second one. A natural 20. And the third one. A 2. That one's probably not gonna work out. But he will have to roll survival against 2 of these, and because he is stunned, he is rolling with disadvantage. Because of Akira.
Again, to brag again, I'm pretty fucking cool.
True.
I'm also super
He
on
nat
the
ones.
most humble motherfucker.
As he nat ones, you guys see parts of the inside of this ice that he's in begin to start deflating a slight bit. There's a crack in the ice as you guys see blood coming out from the leg of this person as she is eroding the stone within him. And the final one, he has to roll really high for this one. He cannot.
Wow.
As another thing of bending goes through, she seems to immediately start to raise herself upwards. You see that parts of her hair and her eyes begin to alight with spiritual energy, seemingly completely in control of this. As she does, she seems to completely wipe out part of this man's lower body. As he starts to actually call out in pain at this point, noticing that the blood isn't keeping him solid because the blood is gone.
No, blood for
where'd
you.
the blood go?
No,
It would
no
be
blood
his
for you.
turn. It would be his turn, but he is stunned. So he is no longer stunned at the end of his turn. As he yells out, we are going to go back to top of initiative. Which currently, if I remember correctly, currently I believe is Rue.
Hello, I'm Rue.
Hello, Rue. How are you?
I'm good. Can't do blood bending, however. But here I am.
You see this
I
man
don't
in
know.
front
Have
of
you
you as
tried?
he is.
No, I'm kidding.
You see this man in front of you as he is currently losing every bit of him. He is finally starting to show some bit of actual worry in his face as he is trying to struggle out from your ice.
Hey, bitch.
What's up?
Hey,
You
bitch.
look back. He looks back towards you. You see the same kind of look for a moment as he gave you when you were a kid, as he had completely helped the Avatar bend through that spiritual route. As he looks to you for a second, that face is interposed over him, but for a millisecond after, it seems to go away to a look of fear as he looks back towards you.
Yeah, me and my plants have some talking to do.
What would you
I
like to do?
gotta whip him. Yee.
The 2 plants that are next to his ice burst out from the ice around him. You're gonna go for some plant attacks.
Yee.
All right,
Might as
they
well.
get 2 attacks per AP because there are 2 plants.
Yeah. Let's go.
First 2.
Let's go. You do your best, plants.
1 strikes.
Cool.
Do a d6.
And let's go.
3 damage.
3. Second.
Can keep going.
Let's go.
2. That was a miss.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab this for the last one.
Okay. Only one of them will get advantage.
Yeah.
These are technically separate attacks. So
Yeah.
roll this one twice.
Gotcha. Let's go.
Rue, they both hit. Roll me
Yeah.
2d6s.
I shall roll you twice.
First one. Okay.
6. Second one.
And Rue,
7.
as you strike into this man, you hear another sickening crack coming from this man's neck as you start to beat about him with him with your sun vines. As he looks to you for a moment, he goes, "You don't have that." And as soon as he starts to like try to boast towards you again, there is a cracking sound as the sun vines strike into his neck, and without any blood to sustain him, his eyes go wide, and he falls.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What was that? He doesn't what?
Yeah. Yeah, what do I have?
Sorry, I'm sorry, I can't hear you with all the squirting your neck's making.
Yeah, you want to fucking speak up a second? I'm just.
Oh wait, no, you can't, can you? Oh, isn't that a shame?
Next in the initiative will be Granny over here. Granny will be looking back toward Ichibe. They will be looking over toward Mei Lee. They are going to make the move to attempt to get out of the Karao's bite because they want to still go after Mei Lee. As she starts to turn and yells towards you, Mei Lee, you see the Karao bite down with even more force. She's gonna have 2 attempts to do this. Otherwise, that's gonna be her full turn, and I feel like that's it for her if she doesn't get an attack in. First attempt with disadvantage because Karao is currently binding them. That is not gonna be enough to get out. As she tries to strike out toward the Karao keeps her within grasp, biting down into the armor around her. We go for another. She natural 20s, but then nat 1s on the fucking other dice.
That's
She
pretty funny.
struggles and
The
tries her best
dice
to get out.
giveth, the dice taketh.
Unfortunately, she is not able to do it. She looks about the 3 around her. Oh, fuck it. Let's try this then. She spreads her arms out. As she does, she is going to go for a Black Winds explosion.
She's gonna go for a big boom extravaganza.
Big boom extravaganza time. She has 2 attempts at this. First one is a 2. It's a very tiny boom. It's a little boom. Very little boom. 11. As she attempts to try to do this, she attempts to try to explode outwards. I will give the 2 airbenders around her, Mei Lee and Guru Kara. Mei Lee, will you please attempt to go for an element check and try to beat her element, please?
Okie dokie.
As she attempts to try to strike the Karao with this large Black Winds attack.
16.
You beat it on the roll. I'm not even gonna have Guru Kara try. Mei Lee, you look over to her as she rolled that fucking 11 there and she got her +5 to a 16. You look back at her as she attempts to try to blast apart Guru Kara, Bao Shi, and the Karao. You look over, you feel the Black Winds seemingly somewhat messing with you as well. For a moment, you remember messing with the spirits, the Night Mother, as she gives a slight chuckle throughout your head. You call forward the cold winds as they get also enhanced by the Black Winds. You separate everything and completely shred the Black Winds from the person in front of you, causing them to start to collapse, as they do not escape from the Karao or do any damage to the 3 around them. Jin,
Yeah, me.
It's your turn, my dude.
Sick.
You see that this man over here is down. You see this man here is down. You see this person over here is surrounded, being bit down, and having their wind stripped from them, but they are still up.
Let's see if I can't do something fun. 1, 2, and both. All right, let's see. What can I do? Does she have any limbs left or anything?
They're all broken, but they are there. And from what you had seen before the black winds were stripped from her, the black winds seem to be keeping her going, keeping her standing. But because the black winds were now stripped from her from melee, she has collapsed onto the ground, being bitten by the Kara'o.
All right. I guess, Jin would tell Crow to get out the fucking way because I'm about to bury this bitch.
Go ahead. What do you want to do?
She can't move.
Yeah, if he gets out of the way, if he gets away, she definitely can. But you know, he probably doesn't listen to you. So
Yeah.
go ahead. You dare tell me what to do, mortal?
Fucking do it.
I believe the right title is in-law, but all right, let's go. I'm going to melt her. I want to, I guess just try to start making her bubble. Melt her.
You can definitely do so.
What's a
Go
dash?
for an element check.
He wants to eat lava. That's his prerogative, I guess. I don't fucking know that. Oof.
Your first check does not do anything. She seems to start jumping about and flailing about to try to stop it. Yeah. Ooh.
Wow. Dude.
I will remind there is
Awesome.
one more guidance token up here. There's one more White Lotus token up here.
May I
You
steal
also have
it?
fleeting actually as well now.
Never mind. You can wait.
And roll me one more time for the
but-
fleeting.
Today is just not. All of a sudden, it's not it, huh? Me. Wow.
The highest there was a 6 plus your 4.
At least not today.
She is going to try to roll
Oh, it's not.
survival against it. I will say she has a very high chance of getting this. She is technically rolling with disadvantage because of the Kara'o, but even with disadvantage, she has a very high chance of beating a 10.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Bare minimum.
Unfortunately, she does beat it. She is still up. Jin, roll me one more element.
Oh, okay.
Did you want to put your
what
thing
the
into it?
fuck? Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, because you had tried to put it in for the one last time, but you didn't have a fleeting this time.
Let's put it right there.
The last one, last roll.
Last one, totally the last one. Eh. Wow.
You're just
That's
getting
like,
all,
what,
you're just getting all your
6
bad ones
rolls?
out. You're just getting all your bad
I mean,
ones out
you
of the way
got-
before you
you
go and
got-
fight the other guy.
You did increase it though.
Statistically speaking,
Unfortunately,
I
she
have gotten
cannot-
lower than a 6.
Unfortunately, she cannot get lower than that unless she nat ones,
Yeah.
and we'll see. No nat one, unfortunate. As Jin, you attempt to go at her, she is flailing about. She is stopping you from doing much of anything to her. As she starts flailing and trying to stop you, we're gonna go to Mei Li.
Yeah.
You see in front of you Jin trying to bend the visage of the person in front of you, trying to stop them from going. However, their flailing seems to be going against both him and Ichibe's bending. The Kara'o is holding onto her as much as he can, but he is currently so far being pushed back a bit. She doesn't look like she has much left over. What would you like to do? You air scooter yourself over?
Is there any debris around the area from like any
Oh, there's plenty.
rock bent?
There's plenty.
I air funnel this debris?
They've been earthbending all over the place.
Can I air funnel this debris?
Roll me for an
Or
element
attempt
to
to?
gather it up. Because it's all over the place. You start to gather things up. You are able to gather up around a d6 amount of debris. We will say you gather up 5 pieces of debris. As you go to attempt to do things with it, let's go over to your air funnel one more time. You are going to attempt to launch these small projectiles. They're going to have to roll a diligence against your element. Go ahead and roll me for your element for your first attack.
13.
Let's get all of them out of the way as well. Roll me for another one for your last attack, because with five pieces of debris you can attack twice. 2 13s. With that being said, melee, there is a chance. Each of these are going to be d10s. You're going to be hitting with 3 out of the 5. I need you to roll me 3 d10s. Let me get you 2 more of them. Roll me 3 d10s worth of damage. A 9 and a 10! You rolled 2 10s, technically. As melee, you start to gather up all the debris around the area. As you do, you seem to gather up what appears to be bits of the armor that the Karao had bit off of her. You grab some of the lava rock that was brought in by Bei-Shi. You grab in some of the other bits that were tore up whenever she had used her black winds. As you strike in with 4 different pieces, they seem to strike into her, hit her at different areas. The last bit of debris you raise up seems to be the discarded sword that she had in her hand whenever everything was going down. As you lift it into your funnel, it seems to break up inside of the funnel and strike forward as all of the pieces of the blade seem to strike into her armor. And as all 3 of them do, the last piece, as soon as she tries to yell up and talk at you, as soon as she starts to try to say something under the assumption of "give me your body" or some sort of weird bullshit, the large part of the blade slices into the rock of her neck and completely beheads her as she falls.
Ironic.
There's just that, like, dispelling the air scooter and looking down and walking, and just has those dull eyes, almost as if for a minute she comes back to, like, that childhood, and it's just like, yeah, it sucks when that happens, huh? Can relate.
As you say that to them, and as that one goes down, you see the Karao let them go and rush over towards you. He seems to grab at you and look at the body on the ground and growling at it.
Like a fucking dog.
Why do I always have dogs?
He's not a dog, he's a dragon.
He's more kind of like you're like, what the hell was her name in King Kong?
Did she have
That
a
one.
name?
Yeah, she had a
Oh, that
name.
she had a name?
and your husband is King Kong.
Silly,
Awesome.
man.
Love it.
Silly
Great.
boy. She
Amazing.
wasn't a person.
As he drags you out of the way, everything about seems to fall into an uneasy silence as everybody looks about the area. Nothing about seems to move. The Karao
Good, fuck these
holds
guys.
onto you, looking at it. No black winds, no big whatever seems to come from it. He seems to let out a sigh and let you go. He looks to you and he looks to the staff that has the crack in it as he goes, "Thanks."
It's okay. I mean, we can try to fix it, right? Can it even be fixed? It can't be fixed, can it?
I
What
can
happens when it breaks?
try.
Okay, we can't fix it. That's
I don't
it.
think anything will happen anymore. If I was still in that position I was in before seeing you, I might have died. But I don't think if you would have held back and didn't use it, I probably would have died anyway.
You can't have a wedding if my groom's dead.
Urukara gets on the other side of you, pushes you slightly forward with air, walks away.
Real subtle.
Best
nothing
wingman.
about Urukara is subtle. As everyone, for a moment, everything is somewhat calm. As Luca, you bend the ice around him and chuck this man into the lava. He begins to start looking as if he's melting, as well as the fake airbending master before. As it happens, you guys hear a laughing sound coming from the lava in front of you that you just sent this man into.
Oh, come on.
Why would you die?
I wanted to be safe, but
As his eyes seem to open, cracks among them all throughout the stone, he looks forward toward all of you. You are too late. You will never find the library. And even if you did, once morning comes and the sun is risen above the hills, everyone in this desert will fall prey to the Sunbender's wrath.
You know we've already found the library.
That's why we destroyed your sailors. There's no way you will get there now. And even if you did, morning is coming. When the light of the Sunbender is put through the lens created in the library, everyone living in this desert will be melted to the floor just as I.
Hey,
I'd
hey,
like
can I walk over to him?
You can. Jen has already done so, though. Jim, what are you doing?
I think we were about to do something similar of just burying him now.
I was gonna kick him in the head. I was gonna kick him in the head and just be like,
So Akira,
"You fucking talk too much."
So Akira, you get forward, you see this man in the lava, you try to kick him, you bring your hands off to the sides. You can't bend the lava, but you do begin to start kind of messing about with the heat of things, because we've seen firebenders and earthbenders working together in the show to mess about with things. Both you and Jin start to maneuver the lava around this man and bring it like basically up to the top of his head.
Oh yeah, that's even better.
As the two of you do this, you're far too late.
And you
are very dead.
and way too annoying to live.
Can I freeze the lava now? Like, permanently just put him here?
As the lava rises over his head from Jin and Akira, seemingly just raising it up through him, as this stone just appears in the center of this, holding him there, Rue goes over and just starts to use the ice and snow all around to super cool the entirety of the area and make a obsidian stone in the center of this place, leaving no trace of the two benders who were inside of it.
Well then.
I'm sorry. I'm usually not that homicidal.
Oh, Akira, don't lie now.
And then the laugh track plays.
All right.
I've always been that homicidal.
All right, in all seriousness, who's not dead?
I think everything actually ended up rather well for all of us.
Fantastic. We have an entire day to find a library that exists but somewhere.
We don't. It's... She looks to the sky. It's almost morning. Whenever I told you guys in the beginning of this session, I said that it was getting closer to morning than it was ever night.
Oh, fuck. Great. Cool. Amazing.
Then we should move while we talk.
Where are we moving to?
Where the fuck is there to even go?
We could keep going to the oasis, but if we did that, the people that are back behind us in the sands, they'll get caught up in whatever this is.
Did dad/not dad ever teach me seismic sense? I don't think he did.
You know that it exists, but you never used it because you know that he had said something of it. But you know that it exists, but nobody here knows how to use it. You could attempt to try though. You want to bring it up to any of the earthbenders around?
It is a place that is lost. And the only logical conclusion is that it's currently buried under the sand. And therefore, if there's anybody currently in this library, should we not be able to sense them beneath the floor that we are currently standing on?
That would make sense.
That's a thing, I suppose.
The desert is vast. Do you think you could sense something that far away? Even if you could even do something like this?
Fuck it, why not? How do we do it?
I don't know.
There's one way I can think of. Nuance
pretty
steps
funny.
forward.
Yeah?
We can't really do anything about the sands. They're far too shifting as it is, but
And it gets everywhere.
if enough movement is heard, then maybe we can find something. I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Use your brain.
Nuan climbs up to the top of the obsidian rock,
And then screams.
and she sits down. As she does, you guys see Nuan's hair begin to start giving off a glow.
Okay.
You guys have seen this before as Nuan is attempting to commune with the spirits.
Ask Santhulu where they
There
are.
is only one spirit that she can really think of around this area.
Ah, fuck.
As Nuan sits there, the rest of everybody starts to gather back around upon hearing the news. Unfortunately, most earthbenders here have no idea what this seismic sense even is. Not to mention, you guys only have the one sand sailor left, meaning you guys can not take everybody with you. When it comes to the sand sailor, it's not even the big one. You guys can take, at most, 7 people. And that does include yourselves. There is 1 driver plus 7 people.
Well,
We can assume that the driver would most likely be either Mei Li or Jin.
both.
You just gonna if you want to sit up, if you want to sit in the front uncomfortably, you guys can technically both try to sit in the front of it. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. If we then assume that Rue, Luca, Akira, and Ichibe are going as well, that means you guys have 2 other people.
Nuan and Nuan.
You know, to be honest, I can't actually think of a better choice.
You can definitely choose Nuan, but
Yeah,
first
Nuan
this
and
Nuan is still
Nuan.
kind of there. You guys go forward as you guys set forth the plan. You tell everyone what the plan basically is going to be. You try to let the Earthbenders know that we're going to try to do some seismic sensing. However, that's all dependent on if Nuan can communicate with the spirit.
Oh, she might need some help. Give me a second. God damn it.
As a few minutes start to go by, what are you trying to do to help, my boy?
There's only one spirit in this fucking desert.
Well, there's probably more, but there's only one powerful enough to probably shake the entire desert.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's only one that matters. I think I'm gonna try to do the thing where we go in together.
She's
You know,
already
that
in.
whole- I can't meditate and hop
She is
into.
not.
Or...
She is not in the spirit world. She's communing with the spirits. This is a different kind of thing.
Oh, it's a wholly different kind of thing.
Yeah, this is the thing she
she's
did.
talking.
This is the thing she did in the beginning. In the beginning of the campaign, whenever she was talking with those dead spirits.
Right. I forgot you to do that.
Is there anything you can do to maybe to aid her in any way?
Maybe try to. How can I help her? How can I get this thing to cooperate?
You are basically the leader of the cult of Santhulu.
Great.
Or
I'm
I
sure
guess
my
at this
presence
point,
will
since
let
we
me
know they're, since we know they're kind of real, I guess the religion of Santhulu.
Cole, what's the difference?
What's the difference, really? Let's be honest.
I mean,
one's just way more mainstream. It's fine.
Jane, how about an offering? Let me just give you all my money at this point.
Rue hands you a big bag of money.
Where? How? Yeah, this'll
You
work.
think I had the time to spend it? Here you go.
No, I suppose you did. All right. I'm gonna take that wallet.
Let's check and see what we have. We have gold pieces, a lot of gold pieces.
I already gave my wallet up.
That's a lot of gold, actually. That's
I
okay.
gave mine up to the cult of capitalism.
Yeah,
Again,
It's all gold.
How do
we
you
never had
spell
time
You'll
to
have
spend it.
some to give. Yeah.
all right, offerings.
Definitely. Okay.
I need stuff. We need things right now. I gave up everything on the way
Do you
here.
want to go around to your party and see if they have any gold?
Something, honestly, anything.
I have gold
I was
and
gonna say, does it have
silver,
to be
but-
gold? Can it be something?
Gold,
of value?
food, valuables, blood. I don't care. It doesn't care. Hurry up.
What? Oh, I can do that.
I'm not a good look.
You really want me to give
I am just
Christ
just a stack of blood. I can do that.
You
It doesn't matter. Look, it wasn't. We
You're gonna
weren't
give a
good people.
stack-
I wasn't a good person.
You're gonna fucking
It's
what,
fine.
Kira?
I am a
Here's
sack of
some
blood. I can just be like, hey, if I give up some blood,
Akira, how much HP do you want to give to the cause? You have
Jesus
currently 14.
Christ, dude.
I give 3 HP to the gods.
You give 3 HP to the gods. You guys just see
Let
as soon
the
as
blood flow.
as soon as blood is mentioned, without even missing a beat, Akira just
Oh, fuck,
brings
Akira.
just brings his like halberd up and just slices at himself.
I worried for this man.
Bloody gods! I finally
Oh
get to
my-
say it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh god damn it! Akira, do it like got in the ball.
You didn't hear that because I was muted, but we said that at the exact same time, Phantom.
Oh,
I'm waiting for this man.
Don't
Oh my God.
don't kill yourself. Come on, we need you alive.
I don't.
I will
It's a bit of
say
an exaggeration,
that's
but
a
I
lot.
guess
That's
it
a lot
counts
of
now.
good food. That's a lot of good food. Look at all that good food. You guys start to go through everybody else. You guys start to ask them for anything they can give, anything they can spare, because most of them will have to make their way back through the desert towards your allies to try to warn them about the things. You go to each of them and you ask them for something. Most of them give gold, but some of them do give food and other things. Currently, nobody went down, which is very good for you, because that means we are going to be giving this the maximum amount possible. As you guys bring all of your rations, all of your gold forward, and you begin to start
anything else? Like what's?
and you begin to start piling them around the obsidian rock where Nuan is sitting and meditating. As this is gonna happen,
I suppose this is also something that we had, and it was in my bag.
and give him your jade statue, your badger mole statue.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
I
there was
don't
a
know. I don't think he
bottle of-
wants southern flippers.
And also there was a vial of spirits, and I never really figured out what to do with.
Oh yeah.
I might still. I might still have a yum bar.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I have a yum bar. He probably that'd be yummy to them.
Do
Probably.
you have anything you want to give up, Melee? Anything you want to give to the sand god? You can give
This
them
yum
money
bar
if
is
you'd
going to
like.
be the difference.
join me. The blood cult calls you.
Here's this bag I never used.
You want to give him the outfit bag? You want to hand him the outfits?
Yeah.
We are literally just fucking throwing trash on the ground. We are fucking littering in the middle of the desert.
I don't need it.
Since all of
In the
you,
middle of the desert.
since all of you have given things, I'm gonna give each and every one of you a roll. Because you guys have the full amount of people remaining with you, I'm gonna give you guys 4 other rolls.
Yeah.
There is a certain amount that needs to be rolled for this to work. After they roll, after everything goes down, I will have Nuan do one final roll, and we'll see what goes down. Each and every one of you, I would like you all to roll me for your allure.
Oh, joy.
My allure?
Yep.
Natural fucking 20, baby.
Natural
You know
20
my
from the
allure
boy.
is... My
He really
allure's
likes your
-2.
blood. Oh,
Plus
God.
3.
Melee,
Plus
roll me for
3.
your allure. You have the highest allure in the group.
I got 10
And again,
when you consider
this-
the 12 minus 2.
And again, this is all additive. This isn't like you have to get a certain threshold. This is we're adding all these numbers together. 13 plus your 5, that is an 18.
Nice. I give you guys 10.
That is a 23 from Akira. You
I
got,
got-
what'd you get, Ichibe?
I got 10. I got 12 minus 2.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
I rolled
got
a 2
10?
because I have a -1 allure.
Plus 2. Luca, what'd you get?
I have all of 3.
Plus 3. What'd you get, Rue?
A net 20.
Unnatural 20.
I just imagine just Jin starting like take some dips his weird ghost hands on the blunt, starts making runes on the city statue.
You guys rolled
Yeah,
all
it's
together
just
76.
Eight.
I'm gonna roll these. They
Ooh,
rolled some pretty good ones.
those are some high numbers. Those are a lot of plus over 10s.
I will be minusing from them a little bit because you guys did not bring the most charismatic of people. You did bring some charismatic people, some alluring people, we'll say. So each of those will be lowered by very slight.
Nothing is more sexy than overwhelming power.
And the final roll will come from Nuan. As Nuan beseeches the god of the sands, Sand Thulu, or
Come
any
on,
amount
you
of help.
ungrateful- Come on, you ungrateful, greedy bastards.
Oh.
It's almost a 19!
Try again. Quick, someone fleet in her right now.
Walter said Nuan and gave a fleet. You know what? It's the final roll for this. I'll do it. Fuck it.
Go.
Let's go.
Go.
19!
There
We
we
got
go.
the 19 back!
Let's go, baby.
All together, you guys got 153. You guys needed 125.
Let's go.
Go above and beyond, baby.
The area about begins to start to shake violently throughout everything about you. The sands and the frozen ice atop the sands give out a quaking noise that seems to be going all over the place, but not hurting you. Nothing about you splits, nothing about you knocks you guys over. Everything seems to be somewhat within range of something. As the earthbenders of the group begin to start to try to sense through their feet, begin to try to start to throw something about themselves. Ichibe and Jin, you guys try to feel things going on about you. Both of you guys roll me for your highest stat.
Hooray.
That is my technique. Which is what you probably would have rolled for bending anyways, so you know. You know.
Big charm roll. Unnatural 20.
Let's
Nice.
go.
12 plus 6. Yeah, I could
Roll me one more
re-roll
time.
that, I guess. Oh, okay.
You got a
sick.
fleeting.
Never mind. I'm not gonna use the love spiration.
Yes.
That went up 1.
That is a 19.
That was an increase.
Do you
We
wanna keep
made
the
it
19?
19 now. Yeah, 19 and 20. That means we're on pretty equal footing. That's pretty good.
Both
I
of you
think that's good.
guys
Mhm.
try to feel as much as you can. You guys feel the vibrations, and as you attempt to tap into this power that you guys have only ever heard of currently the Avatar performing, as you guys feel everything shaking all about, and you guys hear these strange cries and screeches from down below through your feet.
Yeah, I fucking hate that, actually. I want to stop this right now.
You guys do find due southwest what appears to be a large structure in the sands.
I think that Jin just like his eyes shoot open. He looks to Ichibe. Like
The
confirm
both of
he's
you
not
feel
crazy.
it.
It's working. It works.
You know where it is?
He just points southwest, that way.
As Nuwan just opens her eyes, guys, I think I got
Aw,
falls off rock.
yeah.
Alright, you alright?
He sees Jen and I. She sees Jen and I just pointing in the same direction.
Yeah, that way? Oh, that was different, actually. I guess I didn't feel it.
I felt bossing say.
Pat, it's alright. You did great.
I think I found where the spirit is at the very least.
I found the spirit though. That's pretty cool.
Great. Cool. Amazing. Where?
Congratulations, Avatar.
Big congrats to
We will
you.
not be looking for that, but thank you.
I don't want to find it, but hey, at least
Just
you know where it is.
Sticking out from where the sand sailor is, you see other Nuwan just like, well then are we going?
Don't fucking move me over, bitch.
You were on the ground feeling with your feet, dude.
Don't fucking move me. I'm just kidding.
Right. We just leave all this here. It'll be fine.
Oh, all your shit, all the stuff you gave, sunk into the sands.
Yeah. You enjoy the yum bar. Yo, in the middle of all the screaming, all we hear is yum.
You just hear crunching.
No.
No. I would like. No. Now I wish we gave him a thing of Red Robins because then it would make more sense.
Red
Yum.
Robins,
Yum.
yum.
Yum. No.
All right. Yeah, that used most of the stuff that's now gone. Yeah, that happens a lot. Don't think too hard on it. All right, let's go.
That happens a lot.
Let's go.
We'll try to get everybody back from behind out of the desert if we can. You guys
See-
stall that as much as you can.
You guys go. We go this way. You go away.
I heard you say you'll try your best. See, that's not. You don't. You will get them the fuck out of here, Dallon.
I
Go,
will get them
run.
the fuck out of here.
Yes.
There you go.
See? Now
You
go.
you don't really have like a house or anything. Like if you don't get out, then we won't give you a place at my mom's place. So you get them out.
Can I
You won't get a place, bro.
Rue, as everybody is gathering together, you just see Nya looking to the one sand sailor pouting.
Kiss leaves.
Asshole.
Fucking dildo.
I'm coming back.
You'll be back in time for supper.
There you go. Probably not though. It took us a couple days to get out here.
Yeah,
Whatever,
probably not.
go.
so.
Love you too.
Jin gives a nod to the Fire Lord twins, and then a thumbs up to Boss.
Boss just looks back at you, just gives you a thumbs up. Like, I definitely helped a lot during this.
I will
His
look.
emotional support is invaluable.
I'll look to my mom and my girlfriend and the other ninjas, and I'll be like, I will finish this, and I will come back.
As you guys start to make your way, you look back toward them and you say that. You see Ryan just smile at you. As soon as you start to go,
She's on, isn't she?
as soon as you start to go, you guys start to make your way southwest for a little while. As you guys do, heading down as far as you can. One sec. You guys rush off, going as fast and as far as you can down toward the southwest. As you do, you find no tower in sight making your way in that direction. There is, however, still some rumbling all about you that is making the entirety of this place just very, very difficult to traverse. Unfortunately, as you guys continue to go, as you guys rush as far as you can, the damage that was built up on your sand sailor after about a couple of miles does start to give out with all the rumbling happening.
No. Don't get to do that.
As the two of you push this thing to its limits, seeing the very slightest amount of light coming over the horizon, but not much, the shakes of Santhulu do eventually take out the sand sailor. All of you guys rushing and falling to the ground after.
Yay!
God damn it. God.
You guys look forward as Ichibei and Jin, you guys feel with your feet how far you have to go. It's not far, but definitely you won't be able to make it before the time has come. As this goes down, however, Rue, you hear a screeching sound.
Looks around.
As you hear this screeching sound that no one else around you seems to immediately hear, since you are the one currently attuned to this thing, you hear falling from the sky.
Oh, good. Hi, Brightwing.
The screeching sound of a bird.
How the fuck did you get free?
You see a chain along its leg. For a moment, you wonder how this bird might have gotten free from anything. But then the eagle-eared of you would remember what Guru Tikal did during combat. As melee, you hear coming from high up into the sky. As what appears to be grilled cheese flying down from the sky as well.
Boy.
My God.
I like to think that it's just the grandest opening. Like, he soars from the sky on clouds of thunder. It is grilled cheese.
As grilled cheese lands in front of all of you and begins to give licks over toward both Akira and Melee. You guys see what appears to be more chains alongside him as well.
My boy.
Hey, Brightwing, you okay?
Dinner.
Why, hello, Rue. It is nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. Miss you, buddy.
Flap, 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 flap. Hello, Ichibei. Nice to see you again.
And to you as well.
Flap, 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 flap. Hello, Akira. Nice to meet you again. Flap, 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 flap. Hello, Luca. Nice to see you again.
I get over here, all the pats.
Flap, 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 flap. Hello, Jin. Nice to see you again.
Never change, Brightwing.
Flap, 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 flap. Hello, Melee. Nice to see you again.
Can we walk and talk, brother? We
As
got
this
shit
is going
to do.
down, because Brightwing has taken up enough of your guys' time, the final thing you guys hear rushing forward coming from the
that's good.
sands.
One of you will be. One of the NPCs will be very happy about that.
As Luca, you see Isha making their way over the dunes of the sand, a large collar around their neck with a broken chain.
Oh, baby girl.
As the three beasts who were captured over in the oasis seems to have made their way back toward all of you. There is not a moment to spare as you guys jump onto grilled cheese, as Rue is picked up by Brightwing, and as Luca, I'm assuming, jumps onto Isha,
Yes.
followed
You
immediately by
little
Nuan. As everyone finds a bit of purchase, flying off into the sands, not worrying at this point about anybody attacking from the sands, because at this point you guys are only needing to worry about time. You explain things to Brightwing Rue as everybody starts pointing things off. Leading the way, grilled cheese flies, going forward toward where you guys are expecting to find the place. All you guys find as you go over it, unfortunately, it's just a large expanse of sand.
That's ain't fucking good. Where is it?
Upon landing to get your bearings once again to try to figure out where it's at, you guys find Ichibei and Jin. You're right over top of it.
He like jumps off the ground. Look, he starts looking. Just like wait, tap tap.
Well, time to start excavating. If you guys don't know, that was actually a line in the Avatar series when they found the library. The fucking fanatic and the fanatic scholar was like, "No, fucking millions of years of work buried. Well, time to start excavating." And he took out a small shovel and he started fucking scooping.
We got a little fucking garden trowel and starts shoveling.
As you guys see this, older Nuan looks over toward you. It's under here.
He already looks like he's gonna start bending sand out of the way.
You see older Nuan step over toward Nuan, and it looks as if they attempt to try to go into the Avatar state. However, they are unable to do so. Still feeling the effects of whatever that water had done to them inside of the Lake Laogai. As they do so, Nuan just steps forward. I got this. Right down here.
A little more to the left. There you go.
No, my left.
Oh. Wait, it's the same left.
On my left.
Wait.
Stop confusing her.
Sorry.
You guys see
We
immediately,
do that later.
without any sort of hesitation, she flashes into the Avatar state. Jin, you remember trying to get Lake Laogai from under the water and how much of a strain it put on you to do so. You try to do some earthbending, and unfortunately it's just so far down below that it is almost impossible. However,
Yes.
as you attempt to do so, Nuan seems to step forward, and upon doing so, spreads out their arms as more shuddering happens from all around. What appears like a large, almost hole in the sand begins to appear beneath all of you. You guys scurry away from it, looking ahead of you as this large thing of rock and earth begins to start to reveal itself in front. Nuan attempts to do their best to raise it up as much as they can. You and Ichibei begin to try to aid upon actually seeing this thing now. As you guys raise it up throughout, you guys see future Nuan coming in as well with some earthbending. After a couple of minutes, a tower appears in front of you guys. The Great Library of the Desert, rising high into the sky. As it's there, Nuan attempts to hold themselves into the Avatar state, trying to hold on to things. You see that there's still a strain to hold on to. However, as you guys stop and look to it, future Nuan just sort of goes over to Nuan, holding out their arms with earthbending still, and just sort of bats at her away with her hips. Sending Nuan out of the Avatar state, looking back like, what? As future Nuan puts her hand forward and is just grabbing onto the side of the tower, looking to each of you. I'll hold it here.
Oh, you better. Because if I have to dig my way out, I'll be very upset with you.
Well, you have a limited time to go out in there anyway, so if the sun comes up and I still can't hold it, we're basically just going to assume everyone's dead, right?
Yeah, you're right. He's just climbing on the bison. You said the tower's way up, right?
The tower is sticking out from the ground.
Okay.
It looks as if larger creatures, unfortunately like grilled cheese, cannot make their way inside. However, Mei Li, you will have note that while you guys were traveling, not all of them, but a large amount of your lemurs do make their way to you. The ones that did not fight against the airbender mama grandma you had. As you do have quite a number of lemurs that can come with you, including Mimi.
It's almost like Mei Li's playing Pikmin.
It's great.
We grab Mimi. There's
It's
Mimi.
so fucking funny. I love it.
You currently have with you 12 lemurs.
Yeah.
This name. Oh yeah, Jin 2. Jin 2.
Grilled cheese lets out a bit of a growl and then starts to just push his horns into the side of the tower as well.
Oh, he gonna die.
He's helping.
A horn gonna break.
Brightwing looks back to Rue. I cannot do that.
I know. It's okay, buddy.
Do what you can, brother.
Although I want my free temp health, I know your card.
Give me my fucking money.
As in front of you, Ichibe and Jin, you see a large stone door that is closed. Both of you rush forward using earthbending to send it flying open.
Yep.
Everybody but grilled cheese can fit. Grilled cheese and Fuan are going to be staying on the outside of this place. I want to know, since we are going into what is probably the final place to go to, and we are currently at 3 hours, or 2.5 almost, just almost 3. This is most likely going to go for another couple of hours. I'm leaving it up to the players. Do we want to stop here and finish things next week?
I've still got energy to go.
This is mostly for Lindo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Linda.
This is mostly for Lindo because and also Squeaky because Squeaky's feeling bad.
I would rather not.
Okay. That's what I wanted to make sure, because Squeaky's feeling bad and Lindo it is very late for.
Yeah.
Since we did start off a little bit late, and we said that this could be the final episode, it doesn't have to be. So, as each of you guys are preparing for things, as each of you guys look forward toward the entrance to this place, it is a short game, technically, but we are going to end things here for the night. As everyone gathers forward, all of the lemur ass that they can possibly throw at a boy. Brightwing and his super neat giving health ability that and also giving flight to a person. Isha and their amazing being big. Being big sheer shoe with technically higher damage output and 2 hit than all the other sheer shoes.
The cutest.
As all of you guys gather yourselves and rush off into the tower, you guys find there's a large spiral staircase heading up on either side. Some going down, some going up. You guys feel through the soles of your feet, both Ichibe and Jin, that there are 2 people on the highest point of this place. Upon coming in here, you also feel there is potentially another being down below, but they do not seem humanoid in any way.
Okay.
As you guys find yourselves going up and out toward where you guys need to go, you find yourselves looking off and about at a large circular room that goes up for several stories. What appears to be a frozen over, thanks to a certain event that recently happened. What appears to be a frozen over library in front of you. I'm gonna move these two out of the way. Each of you stepping out from a large set of stone doors in the center. Looking up and about ahead of you, far up, far higher than you guys could even attempt to throw anything or do anything. You guys see a large disc or a lens of glass suspended high on the top of this place. Something that seems to be in several different patterns and shapes, almost making a strange kaleidoscope effect with the moonlight up above. Something that obviously took an extremely long time to create, even with glass bending. You guys see the lens high above. As you begin to look around for the ones who are going to be assailing you, currently, you find nothing. You guys begin to look around toward places to go up and about. As the room starts to begin to get a little bit hotter. All about you. Akira, you stare up toward the third floor of this library. As you see the visage, you see the outline, the silhouette of the same man who struck against you. Not this song. The same visage of the man who had taken your eyesight from you. You look up as you find the Sunbender staring down toward all of you. Akira is the only one that can see them currently. As the Sunbender stares down, breathing heat out from his nostrils and looking down toward each of you, we are going to end things there for the night.
Ah, shit.
This isn't like Attack on Titan. Now we have a part 2 for the final season.
You'll get that finale
Unlike
6
Attack on
months from now.
Yeah, yeah. Except we're not doing that. Except
You don't know that.
we're not Attack on Titan.
I'm so happy that we got to go through the fight as quickly as we did. Because I've been basically explaining that these guys are made of stone since the Ember Isles.
Yeah. No, I remembered that. I just didn't know whether or not, because they were also a spirit inside a stone, that stone was as easily manipulable as it was.
Oh, it is not easy to manipulate. They get to roll their pretty good survivals against it. But you guys,
actually, never mind. I forgot that break wrist is just that OP.
break rest is pretty good. Also, the one that had the highest survival was obviously the Water Nation, Nation member. The one that
Big
had the
boy
second
McGee.
highest was actually the Airbender, but he also had the lowest health. He still had the same amount of health that he had when he fought you guys in the first arc of the game.
Yeah, fuck him.
I will say you guys were able to somewhat save yourselves a little bit, because if Jin would have killed Hit inside of the assault on on Ba Sing Se, then there would also have been a hit here. There would also have been a stone version of Hit here, who would have been basically immune to being earthbent, because he is also an earthbender. But you guys didn't kill Hit, which was very good for you.
Fuck him. He used to live in a box. Go fuck himself.
He gets to get shot through the fucking spirit world, because as you guys told Steve to not eat him, he goes, yeah, sure, and then you guys leave, and then he ate him again.
Well.
And then he goes yabba dabba and looks at the camera.
Yeah,
And then the music starts playing, and this
But yeah,
waka waka.
we're gonna end the recording right there, my dudes. We're gonna still have the stream be going for just a little bit longer, since we did have a slightly lower game.
I
But
go rest though.
I
we are going
apologize.
we're gonna see you guys next time. Thank you guys very much for showing up. And until next time, guys, like always, later days.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
The finale.